Wayne Football Club is expanding. They'll now be playing soccer at a bigger stadium at the University of St. Francis, hoping to continue growing their base of fans.
But the question is, what happened to the city's plan for a soccer stadium downtown? Our Carly Van Cleve is digging deeper. She tells us what she found out.
Trying to build and grow in soccer in the city.
That's right, soccer is expanding in Fort Wayne.
We are trying to build as the years goes by.
Leaders with the Fort Wayne Football Club have been hosting games and practices at a local high school since the team's conception. Fort Wayne FC owner DeMarcus Beasley says as the team grows, they need a better place to play soccer.
So I'm really excited to be a part of that and to hear and see our fans, come out and support our team.
That new place, the University of St. Francis.
Super excited. This is the right step in the right direction.
When I heard this news, it made me wonder what happened to the city's plan to build a professional soccer stadium downtown. Here's a little background. In 2021, city leaders announced plans for the former OmniSource site across from Science Central downtown. This area is known as the North River Project. Plans included the idea of a soccer stadium for the Fort Wayne FC. Right now, though, that space is still just a parking lot. Later that year, city leaders told us they're hopeful the plans will still move forward. Along with the soccer stadium, there were ideas of also building a hotel and new housing in the space. So are plans for a downtown soccer stadium still happening? Councilman Jeff Paddock says he thinks those plans might be on hold. Paddock represents that area. He says inflation and shortages in labor and materials are making this project difficult. Here's a part of his email response to me tonight. Paddock said, quote, I think the idea of a soccer stadium had appeal because it came with the potential for a lot of private investment. But anything happening there might be on hold for another year or so until the supply chain eases up and inflation continues to drop, end quote. Paddock goes on to say a multi-use facility is still a goal for the area. I reached out to city leaders, and they say there's still interest in what they call sports-themed amenities in the area.
We want to build a stadium in Fort Wayne. The million-dollar question is when.
And for Fort Wayne FC, Beasley says moving downtown is still their plan.
I don't have a date or a year to give you to say, okay, this is when we're going to have a stadium, this is when we're going to go to League One or to a professional league. We just don't know, but we're moving in that direction.
Carly Van Cleve, 21 Alive News.
So reiterating a bit here, the team's leaders say as the team grows, they do want to move downtown, but ultimately they're waiting on the city to solidify some plans.
Now, we do know the city does have plans to bring more brewing to Fort Wayne. That's a Chicago-based brewery. They also will be using creating a mixed-use space at the old Schaub Metals building.
Now to the State House.